Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be jumping into June's 2024 Bargain Bead Box. Have you guys ever received a jewelry subscription? When you open the box, you just fell in love with everything that was in there, that you knew that you had to get more? Well, this is that box for me. Now, I haven't really been into the octopus, so to speak. There have been a few stories here and there that I've seen online where I think the octopus is beautiful. That's one of the pieces I'm going to be showing you today how to make. I love this so much, I don't even want to put it in my store. So I went back and I ordered 5 more of this so I can bring it to the sales and put it in my store. I love it. It is so cute. I also made a really cute pair of earrings. There is 4 pieces that I made for this video today, all full tutorials, show you how to make them, very easy to make. So before we begin, please like the video. If you do like the video, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. And without further ado, let's get into it. For our first piece, we are going to be using the 35mm flower Amazonite teardrop pendant, and that will be number 1 on your list. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. The next will be the brass hull pin heads. This is number 19 on your list. We're going to be using 2 of these, and we're going to be using one of the 8mm Mayfinite, I think that's what it's called, Mayfinite dyed round bead, and this is number 4 on your list. Okay, so you're going to be using one of those. And of course we're going to need tools, so my flat nose pliers, round nose pliers, flush cutters. This collection does come with a 4x3mm textured oval steel jewelry chain. This is number 18 on your list. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this one or a different one because I have plans for something else right now that does entail some of this chain. So we're going to be using these 2, and honestly this is such an easy piece to do. It's going to be so simple you guys are going to laugh. Okay, so you just put one of these head pins through this way, and then you put the other head pin in the opposite direction, so going down the back, and you pull them like that. One of the head pin balls is there, and the other head pin ball is on the other side. Okay, now I didn't check, but I believe by the look of the hole in the bead that both these head pins should go through there. Okay, so bend your head pins up with both of the balls right up against that pendant. So you have it like that. Hold the 2 ends of the head pins together and put the bead on there. And try to get it to go down as far as possible. And that's as far as it'll go. I'm going to take my round nose pliers, and it doesn't matter where you put them on the plier. Depends on how big you want the loop for your bail to be. Bend it. Bend both those. Adjust your plier and then bend back. You guys must know this already by now. Now that you've got that loop done, I'm going to take my flat nose pliers and I'm just going to hold the loop I just made, and I'm going to take these wires and wrap them around. You can do this with your fingers. The head pin wire is not, it's stiff, but it's not horribly stiff. And because this is a back, I'm just going to do 1 loop, and then this is the back here, so I don't want to go any further. Just 1 loop, 1 rotation is all you need. And I'm going to trim those. Then I'm going to put my round nose pliers back in there to hold that. I mean a different pair of pliers, flat nose pliers, and I'm just going to press those ends so that they disappear. And there is the easiest bail you will ever make. I'm just going to go in here and separate these 2 loops a little bit. I love the way that this looks when you do this. This is one of the simplest bails I have ever made. It's really pretty, and if you have head pins, you can do this with a lot of pendants, and honestly, anybody can do these. They're so pretty. For our next piece, we're going to be making a pair of earrings. First, we're going to be using the 4mm crystal matte faceted beads. These are in Capri Blue AB. These are number 11 on your list. Then we're going to be using the 10mm bronze patina bead caps. These are number 9 on your list. Then the 8x7mm bronze patina textured bicone beads, number 10 on your list. These are the 24mm shell charms, number 8 on your list. Are they pretty? Then the 18x10mm brass leatherback earrings findings. And these ones don't have a number, but they are in this collection. And because a lot of the findings in this collection are a textured bronze or bronze patina, I am going to be using 18 gauge or 20 gauge in the vintage bronze wire. And of course, my usual tools: flush cutters, flat nose pliers, round nose pliers, and we may be using a ruler as well. This is one I got from Potomac Beads. I really like this, and so we're probably going to use something like this just to measure the wire out. Okay, so we're going to use the 20 gauge for this pair of earrings. After I gauged everything out and was looking at it, yeah, the 20 gauge is the best. So I'm going to cut a 4-inch piece of the 20 gauge. So you're going to need 2 of these. So I'm going to be using these round pliers today, and as you know, they have the 4 marks on them. I'm going to use a 3rd one from the bottom, and I'm going to go just off site. I don't want it to be right in the middle, so I'm just off by a little bit, maybe an inch and a little bit, 1.5 inches. Okay, and then I'm going to bend that over, adjust my plier, bend it back, and we are doing the usual loop again. And you're going to put, I'm going to put the 2 shell charms on there. Make sure they both clip in there so that they sit like that. Then I'm going to take a small pair of round nose pliers, round nose needle nose pliers, and I am going to twist this wire. Because it's 20 gauge, you can do it with your fingers, and I'd like to go around 3 times. I'm going to trim off. I'm going to use my flat nose pliers and just press that in so there's nothing sharp. And that's what it looks like so far. Then we're going to add 1 of the 4mm blue bicones. We're going to add the textured bicone bead. Then we're going to add the textured bead cap. And then we're going to add 1 more blue bicone. And this is what we have. I'm going to take my round nose pliers again. Then I'm going to take that top wire and place it on the 2nd notch on my pliers. As you can see, it's quite small. Press it over again and press it back to form another loop on the top. Then we're going to add the ear wire. You just got to make sure that it's sitting in the direction you want before you close this off. So this one is going to have to go on like that, because that is the front and that's the way I want it to be. Okay, now it's just a matter of closing this loop. So you take the end piece and just start wrapping it around that top bicone. Trim, and I'm taking a very small flat nose plier to squeeze that in there, to squeeze the end down, being mindful of that bicone bead. You don't want to break it. And there is the first little earring done. Aren't they pretty? Really pretty. Okay, let's make the second pair.
Else that's me. I'm unbreakable, unstoppable. Me, I'm creative and I got a lot of things to share with everyone. Shining brighter than the sun. I'm me, unbreakable, unstoppable. Me, it's scary to start breaking down to shell, but I think everyone needs a little help. Trying to find that place, need to give myself some grace. Oh yeah, mistakes all I made. Me, I'm unbreakable, unstoppable. Me, I'm creative and I got a lot of things to share with everyone. Shining brighter than the sun. I'm me, unbreakable, unstoppable. Me.
And there is a super cute earring that you can make from the Sunken Treasure collection. It doesn't take very long, very easy to do, and aren't they pretty? Woo, I just love those. And for our third piece, for part one, we're going to make this pretty link for a bracelet. We're going to use the 8mm Malaysia Jade dyed quartz frosted round beads. These are in turquoise. This is number 2 on your list. We're going to be using the 6mm white lava stone round beads. These are number 5 on your list, and I love these. I think they're so pretty. Very bright. It's going to bring a nice pop of brightness to this bracelet. And what I have left for the 10mm bronze patina bead caps, these are number 9 on your list. We're going to use the rest of these for the bracelet. I'm going to be using 18 gauge vintage bronze wire from Parawire. And of course, all the tools I normally use: round nose pliers, flat nose pliers, flush cutters. So we're going to start by cutting a 4-inch piece of the 18 gauge wire. I'm going to trim off the ends because those are pretty sharp. I forgot to show you these pliers in what tools I'm going to use. These ones, again, have the 4 notches. I'm going to be going with the 3rd notch, and I'm going to place my pliers about 1 inch down. You could even go a little bit more if you wanted, but right about there. I'm going to bend that over, adjust, pull my wire down and around, and I'm going to make 2 loops on the one side. Now this wire is very soft, but it's also still very hard to pull around like this. So I'm going to use my pliers to do it. And you can see the wire spread apart a little bit, so I'm going to push those together. So they're closer. I'm going to take my pliers and I'm just going to press that sharp edge in. Then we're going to add our beads. So we're going to do the 8mm first. Do the bead cap. Oops. Do the bead cap. Make sure it's facing your blue bead, the lava stone. Your bead cap again, facing the opposite direction. And your 8mm blue bead. I'm going to go with the 3rd one down, 3rd notch on my pliers, and do the usual, like I always do. Bend that around, and I am just going to make a couple of loops and pull that with my pliers, because this wire, seems to me, this wire does get hardened very fast. So I'm going to trim off, and I'm going to press that edge in, and I want this to be the front, so I'm going to give this a slight bend like that. And there's 2 done. And what I want to do is I'm just going to make a tiny link here using these beads, using these lava beads. I think they are so pretty. So we're going to cut another piece of the 18 gauge. But this one won't be quite as long. I'm going to cut a 3-inch piece. Cut off the sharp edge. And for this one, I'm going to go to the second notch. So about there, about 3/4 of an inch down. Bend, adjust, and then I'm going to take my pliers. Before you close it, you want to add one of the links. So add one of the links, and then take your round nose or your flat nose, whichever you're more comfortable with. I'm comfortable with the round nose. I need the flat nose to pull my wire around. I'm going to bend, I'm going to push that sharp edge in. I'm going to add the lava bead, which I think is stunning. I want this loop to be going in the same direction as this loop, and you want them opposite to the main link. So if this loop here on your main link is facing the way that mine is, which is, you know, this way, then you want your small link to be facing this way. So same thing, make sure your loops are facing the right way, and I'm going to go to the notch, second notch that I made, so it's the same as this one. And we're going to bend, like that, leave it open, and add your next link. And then I'm going to take my round nose and twist this around. And I'm going to press that in. And there we are. And this is how it will initially fit on my wrist. I'm going to make one more of these links, and then I'm going to make this one, and I will be back to attach and finish. Okay, there is the finished bracelet. I used my own jump rings and then the toggle clasp, but this one is number 15 on your list. These are bronze toggle clasps, so they give you 2. I used 1. And then I just put the links together like I showed you earlier. I think that's beautiful. I love it. I love these bead caps. Gorgeous. The colors, look at that. They're so pretty. Go really well with that bronze colored wire as well. So I had a thought about this octopus pendant. Look at this, it's so pretty. I don't know what you can do to this to just improve it, but I wasn't going to do this piece for this video, but like I said, I had a thought about this. This will go great with this bracelet. So I have 2 of these bead caps left. So I decided I'm going to embellish on the bail a little bit, and we're going to make a bail for this guy. I love this. It is beautiful. I can't wait to wear this. I'm not even going to put it in my store. I am going to absolutely wear this. It is stunning, stunning. Like, look at the detail here. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, and there we have our link ready. I'm going to bend it just slightly, like that. So that is going to look absolutely stunning. Look at that. That is going to be so pretty. So I've cut a 4-inch piece of 20 gauge wire. This is also in vintage bronze. And I'm going to pull that wire together and just start bending it. And then I'm going to pull it through the loop there to about there. And then bend that up. So that's pretty much what it looks like there. Now this wire is quite pliable, so we are going to try to get it to go through that loop. We'll try. Not saying it's going to work. There's the first one. And bring the second one. So we've wonkied up this wire a little bit, but that's okay because we're just going to make a couple of loops. I think I will. I'm just going to take my nylon pliers and run my nylon pliers along that wire just a couple of times just to straighten it up. I'm just going to prep these to go in the opposite direction. Because what I want to do is have these go around here. Like that. And then just make one loop. And this one we're going to do the same thing. And I'm going to bring it around one more time. And that's what we have. I'm going to trim and trim. And really gently, I'm going to press this down. And I'm going to play with this a little bit, just making sure. There we go. Now we have finished our unusual bail. For this pendant, I have cut 22 inches off because I want it to sit a little bit lower. I'm going to take my own jump rings and I'm going to put a couple on there. And then I'll take a bunch of them. And I'm going to use 2 for each side. 2 looks really nice, plus it gives that added security.
It's only up from here. It's only up from here. 'Cause there's no one else that's me. I'm unbreakable, unstoppable. Me, I'm creative and I got a lot of things to share with everyone. Shining brighter than the sun. I'm me, unbreakable, unstoppable. Me.
And there we go. The toggle has been added with 2 jump rings on either side. So here is part 1, the June 2024 Bargain Bead Box Sunken Treasure Collection. I'm telling you, these are so pretty. I love the blues and the bronze and the white and the lava stones. I think it is absolutely stunning. I love these shells. Very unique look to these earrings. Really, really love it. The blues, they give you a lot of different colors like greens and blues, white, you know, and rusty colors. I think all of those colors together are just stunning. I love this bracelet. I think it turned out really, really nice. This here I think is extra fun because it's so simple to make. You don't need any special skills to put this one together. I've made earrings with head pins where it was just simple and easy. I think the overall look of this piece is very simple, but yet really, really stunning and beautiful. I didn't have enough chain to use for this pendant, so I just used some of my black rope chain. I really love the way that this pendant turned out. Now, if you're not comfortable with working with wire, the bail that I made here for this pendant is not hard, but there are some people that aren't going to want to do, play with wire like this. But if you don't mind giving it a try, give it a try. The 20 gauge wire is very easy to move. It's very pliable. You'll be able to make the wraps around there quite easy. It was very easy to make that loop and pull the wire through. I think it looks absolutely stunning. I can't wait to get this on this weekend and go out for supper with it. I love it. I think it is absolutely right down my alley. I don't want to put this in my store. I really don't. I want to wear it. And then of course, the really cute little earrings. I love these. These are so pretty. And again, they're not overly crazy heavy. Because of these pendants down here, they're going to be a little bit heavier, but they're not overly heavy. They're not going to pull your ear. But I really think these are absolutely beautiful. Very stunning, very unusual looking earring. A little bit longer, but not too long that it's going to overtake everything. This, I probably wouldn't wear these with this, unfortunately, because big earrings and big pendants, I find they overpower each other. So I would probably wear a slightly smaller, maybe a bronze colored stud or something, but they turned out really nice. Love the way these turned out. Absolutely gorgeous. Just the colors that I love to wear, and I'm going to be wearing it. Oh yeah. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please let me know in the comments below if you did try some of these pieces. I would love to know that. You guys have a great day, and I will see you back here for my next video. Bye.